Greetings. In this video, I'd like to go over a few tips for making videos and the use of the Open Broadcaster software. One thing is that when you're making videos, it's oftentimes best to make the screen size larger. So I'm going to hit Control Plus on Chrome, which makes the object larger so it's easier to see. Now, if I click on the Open Broadcaster homepage, I can go to the Download OBS, and I choose the operating system. I have a Windows 10, so I downloaded the Windows 7 Plus. I had no problem installing it on my laptop, but I did have some issues on my desktop. I had an MSVCR120.dll error. I went to a quick Google of that on Windows 10 with OBS, and went to one of their help forums, and they sent me to a link at Microsoft, and I needed to install the Visual C++ redistributable package for Visual Studio 2013. That was around the year of my computer, and all I did was download the VCREDIST_x64.exe and install it, and I had no problems. Now I have two screens, desktops on my computer, and I'm going to switch the screen now. What you're looking at now is my right monitor, which has the Open Broadcaster. Now, what is being displayed is this very thing, so it's tiered within itself, and this of course is annoying, but since I'm showing you the software itself, I have to do that. But what I typically do is run the OBS on one screen and record the other. If you only have one screen, then you have to use hotkeys. So what you would do is you would minimize this window, and then you would bring onto the screen whatever it is that you want to discuss and go through it, and you would use Control R, which is the default hotkey, to start and stop. And I'll go over hotkeys in a second. Okay, so we're going to have to ignore this now because we're looking at the Open Broadcaster. If you click on Settings, you have the ability to do all sorts of things and customize this to both your computer and your needs. I found out that the default install was really very good. You want to look at output, and you want to go to recording, and you want to make sure you do an MP4. Sometimes it was coming up as FLV, I think. And I also changed my settings to CRF equals 15. There are a lot of YouTubes out there, and there are help forums within Open Broadcaster. Realize this is designed for game players and much more complicated things than simply recording. But what you need to record is your desktop and your audio, okay? Because you're going to explain what's going on. The other thing I want to quickly mention while I'm here is if you only have one monitor, I think you're going to be forced to use the hotkeys. The default Control R is both start and stop. You can adjust these. There are additional hotkeys. Some of you, I'm sure, know more about this stuff than I do. Okay, what else have I need to go over? Very quickly, if you save something, once you stop recording, it will show up in the show recordings, which showed up in my other desktop. So I'm just going to click Scene 1, and here's my other desktop. And these are recordings that I've done. This one here with the cone is the recording that I'm doing right now. Okay, and I could have just dragged that into here, of course. And realize that I like having two desktops because one of them, which is usually not the one with Open Broadcaster, is where I store stuff, and then the other one is the one that I actually record. Okay, well, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Open Broadcaster, and I hope it works out for you. And of course, if you have another software, you're more than welcome to use that, and good luck.